Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Lex Lank, and this is Creator's Cut, where I chronicle my continuing journey towards publication for my fantasy novel and more. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my goals for 2026. So if you've been following along, you know that I had a little bit of a challenging year last year in 2025, in both good ways and bad. I learned a lot, and I'm excited to bring all of those experiences forward into this year, 2026. And I am very excited to continue working on my fantasy novel that I actually finished the working draft of last year in December. And I'm currently in the read-through phase. When I finish a project, I like to print it out and sit down and just read through the whole thing, make notes on what I want to change, what doesn't quite work, what I really like. So that's actually where I'm at right now, and I will be doing a video about that next week, talking about some things that are that I'm learning and that are going on in the read-through. But from there, I will be working on the edit of the book because my main goal this year is to query and get an agent and hopefully a publishing contract by the end of the year, or at least moving towards that by the end of the year. Preferably the former. But I am very excited for the edit. It's a big project. I put out a short a few days ago that actually kind of showcased the printed version a little bit of my book, and yeah, it's a bit of a a little bit big, but I'm excited about it. I love editing personally. It's one of my favorite things about writing. I make jokes that I sometimes like editing more than writing, although they go together, of course. But I do like to have something to get in and make pretty. I love to edit, but I also love to write. So of course, they're both fun in their own ways. But I am looking forward to the edit and kind of pulling this story together and polishing it and making it everything that it needs to be to move forward with it. So that's my biggest project for the year, I guess you could say, because I know it's going to take a little bit of time. But I do have some deadlines that I set for myself as to when I want it finished and when I want to start querying. Right now, I am looking at summer for that, right around summer. So working towards those deadlines and keeping on track. And I'll be posting updates, at videos and shorts and whatnot as I move along. But right now, that's the first thing on the list, is to get the read-through done and then start the edit and actually get in there and start cleaning things up. But also put together with the project overall, because it's a big project, as I've been speaking about in prior videos. If you're new here, I will just give you a little tidbit here. This is a fantasy project. It's multiple books. It's taken me a while to finish the first book because there were multiple drafts and just kind of crazy circumstances. Last year I had a lot of family things going on and some medical issues and whatnot, so it's taken me a while to finish this draft. But I'm very proud of it and very excited. But along with the project, I have kind of a little bit of a multimedia thing going on. I've written it, of course, and of course, the writing is the basis for it, naturally. But I'm also doing illustrations for the book because I am an artist as well as a writer. And I personally love illustrations in books, especially fantasy books. There's a rich tradition of illustrations in fantasy in Western books, but also in Eastern books. And I happen to really love reading light novels, which are known for their illustrations. I'm a big fan of manga. My artistic style is definitely reflective of that. So I'm excited to put illustrations with the book as well, in a more manga style, and I am very curious to see how that turns out exactly. I've put a lot of thought and effort into looking at how other artists portray their illustrations in their books. if they do it personally or if somebody's doing it for them. And it's just really fun to see the different styles and ways of portraying characters and events in the stories, which particular events that illustrators pick for illustrations is always fun to see. I'm always curious when I open up a new book, especially if it's a series that I'm continuing to read. I'm always curious to see like which points in the book did they pick for illustrations, if especially if it's a light novel, because there's usually like I think 7 to 10 roughly illustrations throughout the book, and then some in the front that are colored. So I'm always curious to see like which points in the story made it to the illustrations, and I like opening the books and leafing through and being like, I wonder what's going to be happening at this point in the story. So it's been fun to kind of research and see how different artists have done their illustrations and cover illustrations too. Just I love all of them. It's so fun to see. But and then thinking about like how can I incorporate different scenes, or how can I illustrate different scenes in my own book, and what points would I choose, and what kind of illustrations would I like, and how do I want to do it exactly. So I'm very excited to begin working on that. I've been making up the character designs and costuming, and whatnot for a little while now. But to actually sit down and do the legitimate illustrations is something that I'm, continuing to work on. And so I'm excited about that. And just seeing the story come to life through art as well as through prose. So that's another goal or another project that fits with the larger project that I have for this year. And the third part of that is actually adapting the book into a screenplay, because I also do screenwriting, and that was something that I wanted to work on once the edit is finished for the novel and I'm happy with it and I can start querying and whatnot. Having a screenplay set up or in the works for the novel. So that's another thing that I get to work on this year. So it's going to be a crowded year, a packed year, and I'm very excited. Definitely eager to get working. I've already started today on the 1st. And I probably will be posting this video on the 1st of January. So yeah, those are my big plans for this year. A few conferences, getting this project put together, working on my YouTube channel. It's not very old right now. As of January 1st today, 2026, I think it's less than 2 weeks old. So we're still new. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, and definitely want to work on this channel throughout the year and keep you guys updated as to what is going on in my working sphere, creative sphere, and continue to encourage you to be creative in your own life and live a better story, as I like to say. So on that note, if you have some big plans for this year and big goals, then please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what you're working on, and continue to encourage you through videos and whatnot. So thank you for watching, and I am looking very forward to this year and all that it will bring.